What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to Banishers, Ghosts of New Eden here. This is the penultimate episode. This will be about an hour long, and the last episode will be about an hour and a half. Apologies if I seem slightly annoyed in my voice. I am re-recording. I am restarting because I was doing the boss fight, no issue, was about halfway through, and I got fucking glitched. I couldn't kill this enemy that I needed to kill, so I'm going to have to re-watch the entire cutscene now. I do apologise in advance, but, yeah. Alright, anyway.
Oh, this can't be good.
Who are you?
Confess! Let them speak.
If we speak, so you listen?
Impudence! Provocation! Read the charges! Let ruin the faith. You have blood on your hands and weakness in your heart. Guilty! Swore to vanquish evil. You conspired with witches.
Sworn to banish all ghosts. Instead, you embrace one.
The charges. Cowardice, oath-breaking, deception. The verdict. Guilty. The sentence. Pain hereafter.
Alright, okay.
I am no witch hunter. Never was.
Yeah, one of these sludge things,
Bloody hell. Is that me? Or is that cheap trick? What the hell just came out of that shadow?
It's working. Keep at it. Ghosts are dangerous, and I'd no reason to show mercy. This is going to vex me.
yeah, look, beforehand it got glitched.
Banishers!
living, not curse them.
Magic is only a tool.
Bloody hell, that stings.
I expect to fight myself today.
Bloody hell, that stings.
To face myself. Come on, man, get yourself together.
Shadow's got its strength back.
Don't let the ooze get back to its shadow.
Bloody hell, that stings.
We have passed judgment. The guilty are known. Now justice is ours.
Okay.
Enough. Can we please get out of here?
Out of all the boss fights, that was definitely the easiest. It just annoyed me because I had to
That
redo.
was awful.
that-
This trial. It was as if Deborah wanted us to face what she had faced. But all I feel is beaten.
Feel powerless. We were always one move behind. Justice miscarried here.
Of course. That's it. I know what that was. Such spectre of injustice has a name. The mythical infamy. I've only read about them. They're so rare, most think them a myth.
Ignorance caused this. A raging epidemic drove them out of their minds. Unable to look within, they pointed the finger.
And so a terrible ghost was born, and sickness piled on sickness. Haskell has so much to answer for.
That's why they pay me good money.
Yeah, that boss fight was definitely the easiest out of them all. Did that one really quickly as well. It was just annoying because I got a glitch, so I had to redo and restart the episode. There's still a decent amount though to go. Like there's still just under 3 hours left. Well, About 2 hours 40, I would say. Something like that. From MKS Zapata's video anyway. But I just followed to see roughly how many episodes I can do.
I feel something close. That down there, it was... I was tense. I was impatient.
The infamy's doing, not yours.
No. Doesn't change the feelings. I never thought I could feel such anger again.
They were Deborah's feelings, not yours.
How refreshing it is to the soul to be at once. One thing above all else, my friends, is true. The wicked are at odds with themselves.
Oh, good. His latest sermon. We haven't missed it.
The Lord's promise of salvation from hell pleases them. The Lord's salvation from misery and sin here on earth does not.
This doesn't look like salvation from misery and sin.
The wicked pray for deliverance from the fires of hell, while piling the kindling high. They proclaim their love for their Lord, yet, in His name, they serve themselves. Their self-regard crumbles in the light of their hateful iniquities.
So true.
Mr. McCraith, my friend, I'm so glad you agree. Now, the wicked man never questions...
I have your answers.
What? Yes, good. Perhaps we should discuss this privately, if you'll give me just a moment.
It's quite the story. You might not wish to hear it. Neither may the good people here.
Please, this is not the time.
We want to hear the story. Let the Banisher speak.
Tell them, Red. Tell them good.
Aye. There's a story that starts with a question. A question for you, Governor. And maybe for all the good people of New Eden. If I give you a witch, will you do what you did to Deborah Comenius?
Comenius, say you? The school teacher walked with the devil and paid the appropriate price. That's the beginning of the history and also its end.
Is it, though? Now, I've learned much about Deborah Comenius and what happened to her. And it tells a very different tale.
And what story, pray you, does it tell?
It tells the story of a man, a latter-day King Solomon. When plague struck his subjects, they turned to him for guidance and protection, for they were God-fearing folk, and he was a godly king. The king's captain walled the sick away, but the plague spread on. The people grumbled. The king thought he might fall. He needed a sacrificial lamb.
You lose the run of your tongue, Mr. McCraith, and of the head to which it's fixed. There was no lamb. There was a trial, fair and lawful.
You're a pompous coward, fearful of anyone different, as human as that is.
There must be a man to judge, or there is no order. A man to make the judgment, and a man to enforce it. Of all people, you know this.
I live and let live. I choose only for the dead.
I choose for the living. These people are sinners, sir, and must be led back to the light. This is my mandate, my duty.
Admit it. You toy with magic you don't understand.
You, sir, are jealous.
Sir, I'm tired. I've done my job, fulfilled my contract. I've found the source of the curse. The poison below the well is no more. No thanks to you.
Aha! Poison it was then. The weapon of the wicked, to weaken the people's will. What was it? Belladonna, hemlock, foxglove?
Betrayal. Truth unspoken. Secrets and lies. Wrongs, basically. Your wrongs. The wrongs you visited upon Deborah Comenius. The wrongs that led to her death.
She died at the hand of the body politic. She died at all our hands. Most of all, she died at her own.
She died because she would not submit.
'Twas not my plan to kill her, stupid, stubborn woman. Why did she not confess? I would have granted clemency. I would have shown her mercy.
Again, I should replay this game at some point and just sacrifice everybody I see, but spare.
You say
Sticking to the
flock
good ending.
forced your hand. For the greater good, you say, you indulge their bloodlust. I believe you did it. I believe your motive. You delighted in your magical witch hunt, your trivial rituals. You thought you'd be lauded for your humility and skill. But you have neither. Now all around you crumbles. Yet still you state your claim as the rightful protector of the people of New Eden. I have found the culprit, the devil worshipper, the source of the evil that has befallen your community. Sorry, son.
You're having a laugh.
Can't be that, Dalton. My son, a witch? You mock us, sir. Present proof or retract your ridiculous accusation.
Now you need proof. For years, Lammy studied your precious library of the forbidden. But he outdid his father. He learned. 'Twas Lammy who taught Caleb Watson the dark ritual that brought his beloved wife back from the dead.
I was trying to help. I did nothing wrong.
No, Lord of mercy!
For shame.
Boy was always strange.
No. No, Lammy is a good boy. I won't have it.
Easy, Governor. Your son's intentions were sound, and his mistakes, grave as they were, did not poison the well.
Forgive me for swearing in the meeting house, but this is a blooming farce.
Have I ever failed you? In evil times, have we not endured? Have I not protected you?
Fooled by his own flesh. How could he be so blind?
Banisher has lifted the curse. Brighter days are here. I knew you were trouble. You and your lady. Look what you've done.
Don't push your luck, Haskell. I've given you a shot at redemption. It's more than you gave Deborah.
Damn you to Banisher. Paid in consideration of a curse lifted. All rights defended now and hereafter. I look forward to never seeing you again.
Don't count on it. The work's not done.
After all this, don't forget to rest.
Oh, nice. So I reckon the nightmare is Deborah, then, since she's been literally linked to all three of these stories.
So, what now?
What did Ceridian say when we first met her?
Once we'd weakened the nightmare's influence, we could use the void to enter its lair.
Deborah's grip on the settlers has diminished. We'll return to Ceridian's island. From there, the void breach will take us back to New Eden Town.
Just like that, eh?
Well, yes, just like that. Something bothering you.
But aren't we rushing things a little?
We've lost too much time already. We have a nightmare to confront, remember? Sometimes I hate the world. Another free woman, bright, sensitive, kind, murdered by a craven rabble too weak to face its own mediocrity. Cowards hiding behind fake virtue. And for what? They won't even say her name. Why? Why her?
You said it yourself. Deborah was a victim of their fear.
That's not enough. Her murder was another throw of a dice. Why is it always us who have to pay with our lives?
Aye. You did. And I regret my failure to my dying day and after it too.
I was not speaking of our situation. When I left Cuba, anything could have befallen me. I was bright, free, talented. Though I had the wrong tongue, the wrong sex, the wrong skin. I defied life. I expected so much more from the world. I was arrogant. Arrogant to believe I needed no one. To shut out my mother and experience curandera. And listen instead to my sister.
Your childhood friend. What happened?
I had little and wanted more. A dangerous thing when you have our type of talent. Anything could have befallen me, but it didn't.
This has been hard for you. For me too. Perhaps we should think of how far we've come together and take heart.
I am dead, Rory. I am dead, and sooner will be gone for good.
You think I don't know this?
So act like it.
I'm not the enemy here. Look, all this, it's a lot to endure. We're both exhausted. I know I am.
I cannot tire.
I know. I know how hard it's been for you.
You have no idea. None at all.
I'll do my best to understand, if you'll let me. We should have faith. Look at us. We'll get to where we're going.
Shut up, Red. Shut up. This isn't about what we have conquered or what we have achieved or how far we have journeyed. Look at us. Look at me. I loathe what I've become. Can't you see that?
I was trying to help. I'm sorry.
Stop apologizing. Good night.
Antea, I would have gone with you. Not funny. I have to walk to the stupid bloody island.
Just looking at MCAS and Fire's video. Just want to make sure that.
Antea, please tell me you're here.
There you are. Ready to go?
I just got here. Can we talk? Why did you leave me alone?
You are not alone. Can we go now?
How come it's not working?
Let's ask Seeker. This all has to end, and I'd rather it was sooner than later.
Aye. Here's hoping.
There's a spectral web here, but it's new. It's stronger, but I think I can do it.
Oh, easy there.
This'll only take a moment. See?
Aye. Well, throwing my weapons through your will is a little unsettling. The spell isn't working. I think she's gone.
No time to lose.
You have my thanks, Miss Duarte.
Much obliged, Sir McWraith.
Seeker! Manual on how to hide from men.
Wish I had one.
Why is there a letter from Deborah Comenius here?
And who's Grace? No way back to New Eden Town, and no Seeker either. Our only clue points to Kate Newsmith. Maybe she knows this Grace, and where to find her.
She draws well.
Well, can we draw this to a close? We need to talk to Kate.
How can she find anything in this mess?
We're wasting time. Let's go.
Let's
Shall we dance then?
Aye. Oh.
Oh, they do look annoying.
Have a bit of this.
Ready and waiting. If the spirit chases were working, we wouldn't have specters. I'd stay to figure it out, but we need to see Kate.
have to fast travel there. Away with ye, away with ye.
Nearby.
Where is it?
Spared by the Banishers, but his undoing complete. Mr. Fairfax Haskell must live with his sins. Their governor rode the pendulum from pinnacle to pit. The shaken faithful must turn once again to the Lord. This new quest for purity may end like the last, in injustice and misery. But to whom will they listen? Can they be stopped before it's too late?
Yeah, so the nightmare must be Deborah then, because she's been involved in all three of these storylines to an extent. So it has to be her. It's been a while since you've been here.
Can you feel the tension? Folk here are wound tight.
What are you doing here? I don't believe it. You're back. Why?
Good day to you too, Thickskin. How do things stand since last I saw you?
Would it please you to hear all is well and you are the author of it? Well, all is not well, and yes, you are the author of it. Kate is gone.
Where? Why?
We had an argument. Harsh words were spoken. She left for the woods. I would have you bring her back. I don't have time to go chasing after her.
What makes you think I do?
You will do me this favour. After all, the situation is at least in part your fault.
My fault? If your bond with your sister is broken, I suggest you look closer to home.
All was well with us before you came, Banisher, and now it is not. Folk worry. I must settle them with Kate's return.
They still don't know what you did, do they?
She's probably gone to the hunting lodge she likes to spend time in, near the road to Boston. Find her, bring her to her senses, then send her back here. Send her home.
Do you know anything about Kate and a certain Grace?
That's a name I haven't heard in a long time. Why'd you ask?
I found a letter, an old one, addressed to Grace, but mentioning Kate. It'd help to know who she is.
I can't help you, and if I could help you, I wouldn't. After all that has happened, Kate's tale is hers to tell, and hers alone.
But you admit you knew a Grace. I'm guessing she's from New Eden.
Ask Kate, for I'll say naught.
All right then. One last question. Does the name Seeker mean anything to you?
Seeker, you say? Now this I can answer. I've never heard that name in my whole life.
Well then, I'll be leaving. Okay, even listen to me.
Let's talk to her and find out.
I'm assuming it's this one over here.
Haunted house.
Shall we?
This is on the way to Boston.
Monster!
Oof! How's balls, lady?
Oh, Mr. McGrath!
You are a monster.
Thank God! I mean, I'm so sorry. Oh, Lord. Well, I have thoroughly embarrassed myself. Forgive me, if you can.
Think nothing of it. How do you know my name?
Who doesn't? You slayed the beast, by God's grace. I admit I thought you a charlatan. I told the newsmiths they get nothing for their money. Mistress Evelyn Fitcher, by the way. I'm what passes around here for a physician.
Red McCraith, Banisher of Ghosts and Slayer of the Terrible Beast. How may I help you?
I need no help. I just scared myself. These days I'm afraid of my own shadow. I was gathering plants in the woods. I thought I was attacked by a ghost. Isn't that ridiculous?
She's haunted, clear as day.
It's not ridiculous, no. If you're haunted, I might be able to help you.
I'm not haunted. I just took fright is all. But if you really want to help, when I ran, I dropped my bag. It has my medical equipment and supplies. Could you get it for me?
Medical supplies are valuable. A shame to lose them. We'll see what I can do.
May God's goodness go with you, if you're serious. I still can't tell if you're a serious man.
You're such a good man.
Banisher, rebel, finder of lost baggage.
And Beetlehead. You forgot Beetlehead.
I used to count my wolf kills on one hand. Not today. Down, boy. Have some of that.
Here in the crevice, Evelyn Fitcher's lost bag.
How did she manage to drop it down there? Who's that?
Yes, something's here.
They're getting meaner. Marcin Let.
I'm level 17, taking on enemies that are level 24, 25, 26.
Bloody mongrel. Kate, where is she? Good day to you, sir. I'm Red McCraith. I'm the Banisher.
You ass.
It's more serious than thick-skin knew.
Maybe there's still time, if we make for the bridge to Boston.
feel a draft.
From the invisible.
You aim for the heart. I'll destroy the roots.
One there, one over there, and where's the other one? Well, down there, I see.
Sharpshooter.
Years of practice.
A camp. Recent. Kate's, maybe.
Wolf pack. No blood, though.
She did drop her notebook.
She writes really well. There's emotion in every word. I'm jealous. Writing's good when you struggle to express your feelings.
Red McWraith, you express altogether too many feelings already.
Aye, but you like that about me. Right, let's find Kate and get her talking.
She's here.
A lumber camp we've abandoned.
Bankruptcy, boredom. Who knows?
Back down to hell. Fear the Banishers.
Banisher? How did you find me?
Thickskin said I might find you here when she sent me looking.
I don't want to hear it.
I'm trying to track someone down, and I was hoping you could help me.
I doubt I'll be much use, but I'll help you if I can.
So, I found your name in an old letter. It was addressed to someone by the name of Grace. It was written by Deborah Comenius.
You're tenacious. I'll give you that. But must you push so?
Deborah wrote of a cabin in the woods. Could this Grace person have found it?
I don't know. It was all a very long time ago. I had forgotten her.
Did Grace ask you for help?
No. Grace Pennington vanished. No one ever saw her again.
Grace Pennington? As in Captain Saul Pennington?
Pennington had a daughter, and you knew her.
I knew her, but not well. Deborah had her in the school and spoke of her from time to time. Shy as a porcupine and twice as prickly, as I recall.
Deborah wrote the letter in February 1688. When did Grace disappear?
Months later, Pennington accused Deborah of being a witch. In my recollection, that moment overshadows all others.
Could Grace have survived alone out here in the woods?
Possibly. But could she remain unseen? No. All thought she'd left New Eden. Gone west, perhaps into the wilds.
Does the name Seeker mean anything to you?
It sounds less a name than a calling, but neither mean anything to me. We done.
One more question. Did the school teacher keep a cabin in the woods?
Deborah spent much time walking the woods, trying to understand New Eden, she said. Now that you mention it, I remember a snowstorm. She spent 3 days in a hut not far from here. Southeast, across the drawbridge, along the path towards the mine. If it's still there.
I found your journal, Kate. Stop lying to yourself.
How dare you?
I dare, because you care. Come on, say it. Get it out.
I'm afraid to.
It'll be all right. I promise.
I don't want to care. I don't want to care for them. I don't want to care for thick skin.
Aye, but you do. And you can. As long as you care for yourself, first of all, so... What's it to be?
I'll go. When I'm ready, I'll return. But she will step down. Further, and you may tell her this, I do not care to keep her secret. Not no more.
All right. I'll tell her it. All of it.
Where's the nearest campfire? Oh, it's not until we get all the way down to the hunter's camp. Well, to be fair, I don't. I'll just keep running straight through. Might as well just get this ticked off. There's a pathway to here. You know what? I'll end this episode here, and yeah, we'll end it here. Thank you guys so much for watching, and yeah, I will see you next time. Bye.